And okay, so I'm from US, and I work like as an IT application support,
Okay.
and I plan to jump into cloud technology.
Okay.
And for that, in Amazon AWS, I need to learn Python so I can do a lot of serverless services that they have.
To learn a programming language.
Exactly.
Okay.
I
And
mean, I want to learn Go as well, but not at this point. First Python, and then I will think about Go.
Okay, okay, you can tell that. Uh, Also, I wanted to know, like, is your first time you're learning any programming language?
It's not the first time, but it's after a long, over 2 decades.
Okay, okay.
So I have no recollection of what I had done like 24 years ago.
Okay, that's why I got it.
Yeah.
So you are from consultancy or you are a like individual? How it is?
Consultancy mostly, but I just
Okay, got it.
support the teams, different teams.
Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah. But they're
Okay.
mostly in pharmaceutical domain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And like I was imitated that you will be available on weekends.
I want to be available other days as well, but the workload is such that I don't really find time, because from 8 or 9 in the morning to 7 or 8 in the evening, it's like over 12 hours I have to put in. And until they find someone else who can help me and join with the team,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one who's doing it. And prior to it, I had a different timings, but last about 4 or 5 months, I'm in this timing. So that's why I'm not happy myself. That's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for a change, and I want to move to the cloud industry and see what happens in that.
No,
And
that's
that's
a
the prep I'm doing to
okay.
learn Python and Go.
No, no, that's great because cloud industry is definitely very engaging. So you can
Yes,
definitely think of that. Yeah. No
right.
issues at all. You're on which operating system?
I'm using Mac.
Okay, great. Just a thing. Okay. We'll be start taking it from very scratch. Okay. The
Okay,
complete starting, and then we'll be looking into it. That's
okay.
yeah. And one more thing, I just wanted to make sure, just once, like if we, as we will be continuing, so like I
Mhm.
guess it's a Friday night for you, correct?
Well, Friday night, even today, about half hour ago, I had dinner, and 15-20 minutes before dinner, I got off from work. So it's becomes like really tight for me, because my brain is really so burned that I hardly able to take in any information. But I had given my commitment to Latasha, so I said, okay, I will keep it. But then I was asking her if on the weekend for the EST 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm not sure what will be the India time for that. I
Let
can
me
look and
see.
tell you.
Yeah, you are on EST time zone, okay?
I'm on EST time zone, yes. So if I have 10:30 a.m. for you, it will be 9 p.m.
Correct. So means
Yes.
like okay, we can have like my Saturday night and Sunday night. It will be like Saturday and Sunday mornings for you.
No, for me it will be Saturday morning,
Uh-huh.
and it will be Saturday evening for you,
Mm-hmm.
and same thing for Sunday. It will be morning for me and evening for you.
Okay, okay. That's
Yeah.
why I was
And
asking.
also, I want to ask you something else.
Mhm.
That's from December 24th to Jan 1st.
Okay.
I have all these days a break. So in these break time, if you want to schedule something on like a daily basis,
That will be
I don't,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, if we can do that, because I know that 2 days may not be enough time, but it's just that this weekend and the next weekend, and then we can do it like throughout everyday basis from like day before Christmas to, because I think 26th, 24th is
Friday.
Thursday or Friday.
Friday.
It's a Friday. So okay, so if we want to start from Friday,
Mm-hmm.
I would say Friday. What will be the good for me for Friday? Okay, Friday.
Okay, no issues. We will be flexible and we can discuss it. And the thing will
Yeah,
be
I mean,
like,
if you want to start
yeah.
from the Christmas Day
Mm-hmm.
morning, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or observe Christmas or what's the story, but I am okay with start doing it because even though I mean I have friends and all who celebrate
Mm-hmm.
and I would want to visit them, but for my own learning,
Mm-hmm.
I can sacrifice that. It's not something that I have to do it.
No, no,
So if
that's, see, what I will do, even so far, I don't have any plans, but it's a
okay,
long weekend and might be if someone is coming or I got some plans, yet I don't have any plans. So
okay,
at that moment, we can discuss and decide that when both of us are available. And what we can
mhm,
do is, as per the time allows, we can increase the timing so that in the less time also, it's like if we are having meeting less number of days, but still
mhm,
we are engaging for longer time, it will be like covering up. Like if
okay,
generally what happens is 1 hour daily class, rather than on weekends what we are doing is 2.5 or 3 hours class, which will be like grabbing the complete syllabus for the complete week. It will be working like that,
okay,
so that the pace remains balanced out. Okay.
okay. So I mean, if you can lay it down like or just like write it down how you want the schedule to fit in,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can look at it and then tell you, okay, we can do it or when we cannot do it. So
Yeah, that will be workable. Yeah, directly. You just give me, I will just be in coordination with you so that we can, on a mutual timing, we can have the class.
mhm, okay,
It will be like not such hard and fast thing, and it will be like completely flexible.
okay.
Okay, cool then. So let's start. I guess my whiteboard is visible.
Yes, it is, but I don't see anything else written on it.
Yeah, that I will be writing. Uh, so it has been like 2 decades you are in US.
For me,
Yeah,
how long have I been in US?
yeah, yeah.
Nearly 30 years.
Okay, that's long time. So from
Yeah.
where you are in India?
I'm not from India, I'm from Kashmir. POK.
So Kashmir, no, wait, okay, the Pakistan's Kashmir, you are from here.
I honestly I want to say Kashmir because two countries are holding for just for water. One
Mm-hmm.
country wants agriculture, the other country wants also the same agriculture. The water is the main issue. Why don't you take the water away from glaciers away from there and leave us alone? But both countries have their own political motives why they want to hold the land under their powers. But I just want to say the Kashmir because I'm not happy with anything putting force on the people and really blowing their lives and futures for their own good. I mean, why don't they do with their own people like that? Why do they have to do it to Kashmiris? I mean, are they not human? So I have a different philosophy for that. So it's a different talk for a different time.
Yeah, it means okay. With this, I got okay. There's some another perspectives as well. Okay, someday we will discuss. Okay, that's something new.
Yeah, definitely.
Because yeah, it's like okay, over here we think something else, but in actual, yeah, something I will definitely have a talk with you on to get some more perspective. Definitely.
No, because of the British people left,
Uh-huh.
because of the Second World War, the country was crashed with so much damages that the Queen could not afford to keep the troops all over in the world. So they asked him to come back. We cannot support you, cannot do the same what we used to do. So the troops left. Now they wanted to know how can we plan something so that in the future we can still hold them in our powers. So what they thought of it, that it's a very old, like long before 19th century. It was a old, they said, divide and rule.
Mm-hmm.
So they divided like country and they purposely kept, even though they said that Muslim majority areas will be part of Pakistan and non-Muslim will be part of India. Is that true?
Okay.
Do you know the history?
Some of the part I know, but
Yeah, so that's the policy the Mount Batten had, Viceroy, that what the part who have like majority of Muslim will become part of Pakistan and part that has non-Muslim because their religions are different, their approaches of thinking mentality are different. So that was the reason why they divided. But the division, we call it like, I don't want to like say something bad to Gandhi,
mm-hmm.
and I don't want to say something bad to Quaid, but both of them did their own political motives, one to support non-Muslims and one to support Muslims, but their own political agendas, nobody really surfaced to public that what were they thinking and what was going on through their head. So it's like it's very strange. If sometimes you will discuss with me, I will tell you because I have studied like the history of the country that keeping Kashmir with them very thoroughly to understand what's going on and what partition happened and why it happened and what was the reason behind. I did not know all this while I was living there. I only learned all of it when I came to US.
No,
When I
indeed,
studied when I
it's like
studied things
yeah.
here, that's when I understood that it was a game that the British people played in subcontinent and we could not understand because we are not so educated at the time to understand their game, but they played their game and
Correct.
we are suffering from it. Kashmir is
And
suffering because of that. That's all I know, that my country, my land is suffering because of that. So you can't do anything. It's
yeah,
misery. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, someone from Pakistan says Kashmir is part of Pakistan. India is occupying it. And on the India side, they say it was with India from very beginning. They had a 65 war. They took the part away from us. So it's a whole different like story in there. But I
until
mean,
date, it is like a very so if adverse situation and adverse effect of it has been like more than 2 centuries, or we can say like that something that till so far that effects are showcased till date.
yeah, I mean, this is something that I don't know, I mean, when it's going to end, but
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely one day I will love to hear more because it's like we like we are not a part over there, so we have some other things. Okay, like government is doing that and it's for good or something. But yeah, there are other point of views also. Would have another day a good discussion on that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming on our programming language topic, like basically we are learning programming language like any other language.
Right.
It might be the case, you know, Hindi, Urdu, or any other language, French, Spanish. So
Right.
learn different languages in the similar manner. We are
Right.
learning a programming language. Just the thing is, in normal languages, we learn to express ourselves to humans, to other humans, to other peoples, our thoughts, our expressions, all that. In this case of programming language, it is a programming means to program. To whom? To a computer. I
Right.
have to give instructions to this machine. That's why I want a language to be learned.
But I
Because,
thought computer was all binary language, ones and zeros.
yeah, that it is. The thing is, see, I will coming over there. It understands machine level language, which is our binary language.
Is the machine level language, is it low level language or high level language?
It's low level.
Okay.
So machine level, you can say low level, and that is binary. That is our computers understands only zeros and ones. All this
So do the
combination.
human. The human also understand the same 0 and 1.
No. See,
Yes.
the humans, if we type A, but my computer, it's a circuit only. Over there,
No.
what flows is the zeros and ones goes over there.
No, what I'm saying is that you have like, you understand Sanskrit, right?
Yes,
Do
some
you
of
understand
the,
Do you understand Sanskrit?
bit of it, yeah.
Do you know the earth of this 0 and 1?
Like if you are asking me, do I know binary language, that how to convert
No,
them?
I'm saying, do you know the earth of 0 and 1?
Can you please elaborate? Then I will let you know.
Okay, earth meaning the roots. So the root of 0 and 1 is very simple. It's like yes or no.
Correct.
Should it
Yeah.
happen or should it not happen? Will it be like this or will it not be like this? Will it be coming or will it not be coming? Will
Correct.
it be processed or will it not be processed? So it's just like yes and no, yes and no, yes and no. In everything, like day and night, black and white, male and female, boy and girl. So it's like that. So it's not any different, like 0 and 1. The way I look at it, I look at it from that perspective. I don't think, and whoever like designed, because we made the computer. Computer did not come, like it was not sent by heavens to us that you have a computer, you'll use it. The human made the computer. And that's the same like what I mentioned to you, that yes or no, yes or no. So that's what the language is. That's how the languages like all came in this world. When you want to understand something, either you want this or you don't want this. These are the things what I understand, that the computer understand the same way, even though I don't know too much, because like I told you earlier, I don't know too much about programming, but the philosophy and all this, that is not very hard to understand.
Good. Even with the talks with you, I'm feeling okay. You have some another philosophies and ideologies. With that, okay, I also get some different meanings. Okay, that's great. In this
No,
manner
I'm
also.
not saying that I don't want to drift it away from what we are going over. The only thing what I'm looking at is 0 and 1. So
Yeah,
that's why
that
I
I
brought that analogy, that 0 and 1 is no different than what we have in our lives.
correct. Nice. Yeah, that's getting the point. And it's your analogies that seems good to me also. Great. Because yeah, we said basically zeros and ones are on and off. Circuits, it's like circuits, one, current is going, zero, it's not flowing.
It's not Go.
Yeah. Do you know binary language conversions or something? Like, I don't think so. Now you might be remembering that.
Binary language too.
Like if we have any numbers like 6, 7, 8, how to convert them into binaries.
That I don't know. It's 0 and 1s. I don't know how you put them on there, but it's just 0, 1, 0, 1, something like that.
Yeah, like if these were the random ones were there. If I have to say 0, it's 0 only, 1. And if I have to say 2, then if I have to say 3, 4, 5, like this the binary starts.
Mhm.
So there's a proper way how we convert a normal number into binary by using factorization methods. That's, I guess, not much needed, but like respectively, if I'm typing 5, then 101 is a something that my computer understands and it says, okay, this is the 5 user has pressed.
Okay.
Now the thing is, our computer just understands this machine level language, but we as a human, we can't always remember them or even write the things with them, because for A, capital A, there is something else binary. Smaller a, it is completely different binary. If I have to write one sentence also, there are so many huge ones and zeros combinations will be there that it's very hard to debug the things or to get to know that what one person was trying to write. So in that case, earlier there came was assembly language. Assembly language was like mid-level language,
Mhm.
and assemblers were used in this language, and it uses mnemonics. Let's say I want to say add my two numbers which are in AB for subtract A and B. Like this mnemonics were available in that assembly language, which
Okay.
also gained popularity. But then it was also like feeling like it's very um, exhaustive, and you can say very much code was to written in assembly language,
Mhm.
which was not easier to do. Then later came high level languages.
Okay.
In high level languages, we have Go, C, C++, Python, JavaScript, Java.
Mhm.
Whole lot of languages are there. And the one very much in top 5, you can say, or in very trending or in the boom is Python. And nowadays, Go is also gaining much popularity. It's like a
Mhm.
modern version of C language, that is it.
Modern language of C language.
It's like said that modern version. If nowadays, if C was built, the language, that
So
is
what happened
something
to C++?
but Go. C++ is different. Means it's like a modernized way one can say, and people do say to Go language.
Okay. Okay.
Like
I don't know too much about languages, so I cannot debate with you on that.
it's like it's said to be there because syntaxes are same, and many new things like mutex and everything came into Go, due to which it's said that it's like a modern version. One can loosely say that it is of C language. But C++ is different. It's like with the OOPS concepts and everything that C++ comes into the picture. Classes, objects, and all that, which we are definitely going to see in Python as well. So over here, the thing is, it's high level language. High level in the sense that we are writing in the English language only. That the
Mhm.
words and everything which we are going to write, it's very much clearly understandable by us. If I give some of the keywords over here, or even if I have to use digits, or if I have to use some symbols rather than using any mnemonics. So it's very easy for us to write in this. Even Python is said that just you have to think in English and you will be able to write it down. The stuff, what you want to instruct to the computer, that you can simply do using Python. rather than other languages because it's that much easier over here. Now, another thing that comes is that there is a gap between me and my computer because my computer is understanding binary language and I understand Python language. We are not on the same note and we are not able to communicate well with each other because our languages are different. So for that, we need something to gap this bridge. Which gap? How? We will be asking for a translator. Something that converts my Python code into binary and the result back into my human readable format.
Okay.
So for that translator, we have different translators available. The one which Python uses is interpreter. So interpreters are the ones that our Python languages uses to convert my human understandable language into computer language. This is what comes over here. Even we have compilers as well. I will give you a gist of both of them. It's very good to know that what's the basic difference between both of the translators. So the first one which we are having is one is compilers are there
Mhm.
and another one that available with us is interpreters. The basic idea of both of them is to convert high level codes into machine understandable codes. But the working is a bit different behind the scenes. Let's say I have written one code in language. The codes that we write in our high level languages are known as source codes. And the one in which we want to convert that our machine is going to execute is the object code. The thing is, if I write, let's say, various lines over here, there are so many different lines of codes I have written. These are different lines of codes in my source code, my high level language. Now I have to make it understandable to my machine so that it could be executable over there. So what happens is it's transferred to the translator in middle, and that translator is compiler. My complete code which I am writing in, it is taken as a whole and it is transferred to the compiler.
Mhm.
Compiler checks each and every line of the code in bulk, that is it correct, there is no error at all and you have written fine. Not that the output will be correct, it's just checking that the how the language you should write, the syntax, the way of writing, that's correct or not, just that it checks yes it is. So after confirming, it converts that source code into object code, which is like a exe file. .exe files you can say that gets created, which executes into my machine, and then I run that particular program. So compilers does what? They on the go completely from top to bottom. They convert my complete set of high level code into machine code. If it's syntax means the way how it should be written in that particular language. If it's correct, then it gets converted.
Okay.
And one another scenario is, let's assume you have written 10 lines of codes. Somewhere now at line number 9 here, you made an error.
Mhm.
Syntax or something is not correct. So what will happen? it will throw error. There will be no exe file created. It will return error and nothing it will do. No exe file will be getting created at that moment. Because it wants that complete, if you have written 100 lines of code and at line number 100 there is some error, still it will demand you to correct that error first, then only it is going to translate your piece of code. Else it is not going to do. So this is the working of compilers. As the compilers convert in one go in the bulk, which makes them a bit faster. Because the task, if you're doing it once, definitely it will be faster. On the other hand, we have interpreters. Let's say assume I have written code in Python over here. The work of interpreters is also to convert only, but how they work is, let's say these are the different lines of codes written by me. And now on executing, what will happen? It will behind the scenes will go to my interpreter and it goes line by line. First line checks and gives the corresponding output. Second line is checked and its corresponding output. Third line is checked, its corresponding output. Then fourth line, its corresponding output. So like that, it goes line by line over here.
Is this how Python
Yes,
gets?
Python means each line by line, a line is picked, it is converted and then checked. And if it's fine, the corresponding output is received. Then second, third, fourth, fifth. In this manner, it works.
What about C plus or C or Java or Go? How does it work in that?
C, C++, Go, they use compilers. Java has a JVM, means it is a mixed thing of compilation and interpretation.
Okay.
So it's like on the developers how they use either compilers or interpreters. It depends on them.
But are those four that go through compiler, are those high-level languages or?
These are also high-level languages. The thing is, C, C++ are much oriented with the hardware. They are very close to the your operating system, so they are very close with the memory managements and all that. That's why they are very beast languages. In comparison to which we talk about the Java or about Python. Even Python has one C Python, which is like compiler in behind the scenes. In C language, the compilers interpreters are written.
But isn't Unix in C language?
Yes, Linux is in C language.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If,
I mean, they call it most stable OS.
it's stable as well as it's like a with our operating systems, it's so closely that it can directly work with the memories of your system. That's why they are like so powerful languages, and on the servers they are used, like even Linux they are using because it's very much close to it. Even it's like a if one doesn't know some things in that language, so it becomes like a dangerous language also. Because one can mess up with the your system if something doesn't work correctly.
Why do they say that it's like Unix and Linux and Mac and all these they're so secure OS? How are they secure if you're saying that someone can mess it up?
Or not in that manner mess it around. Mess it around the way these OS have their codes. If some novice person comes and doesn't know how to do it, then at that moment he can mess up with that codes of the operating system.
Right.
Because it's like a beast language. so powerful, and if power is there and that power is not utilized correctly, then it will be definitely dangerous. In that manner, I want to say.
Okay.
So coming back to our Python, this was the scenario that line by line, it's getting executed. Let's
Okay.
assume at this line, there is any error. Still, what's the pro of this interpreter is for above 5 lines, I will be having my execution, my output. There will be something that got executed. And at line number 6, it will just give a pause that here is the error, first resolve it. Then only I am going to check your further line of codes and convert them and execute them. So this is the difference between compilers and interpreters. That compilers does the work at one go and interpreters does line by line. Anything you want to ask in this? Any means query?
Not at this point. I mean, this right now, what you explain about compiler and interpreters, that makes sense. But actual when the codes like coding starts, that's when I will really know like how to understand and how to not understand.
Yeah, definitely. Just keep this interpreter thing in your mind, because while we will
Yes,
be
I will.
coding, it will be like helpful in debugging and getting to know how my codes are executing at that moment.
Okay.
It's helpful in that manner. We will do more things side by side, but let's first go for the installation part that you can do side by side as well.
Okay.
So python.org is the official website. Latest 3.1 has came. If you will go to downloads, it will take your Mac as the operating system and just click on this download button.
But
Here.
Mac comes in its
Yeah, it will
Mac
come over there.
OS. Yeah, Mac OS comes with that. It may not be 3.10, but
No,
it
no.
comes with some.
It's like it comes inbuilt with Python 2 version.
Yes.
But that's not the one which now it is used. Python 3 is the one which is in use.
So what version of Python you're saying?
See, if you will go to your Mac terminal and there you will type Python space -- version.
It's a 3.9.0.
So it means you are having already.
That's what I was saying. That I had the most recent Mac OS update, and it came with this 3.9 already.
That's good then, if you have the latest one, because in earlier it was like Python 2 was coming, and now Python 2 in 2020 that support has been taken away, and it's now no longer in use. It's like earlier if codes are written, but now further developers are not giving any support. So Python 3 explicitly in Mac and Linux we need to install over there. That's great if you have the latest version. And then we need a text editor. So I recommend which one you are having? VS Code you are having?
I have Visual Studio Code.
Then that's great, because this is the one, it's by Microsoft and it's very good modern text editor. That helps a lot.
Yes.
Okay, then that's great if your tools are already ready. And all the codes now I will be sharing to you on GitHub. Okay.
Okay. Well, you don't have G Drive?
I do have, but it's better that on GitHub it's like maintaining the repository is very much similar, easier.
Okay.
It's just like I will be sharing you link and I have to just push the code and it will be like daily updating over there.
Yeah, I don't know how to push the code from Visual Studio Code to GitHub.
No issues. The first code that we will write, I will let you know that as well.
Okay.
And to push the one thing, then you will be requiring, that is Git software.
I mean, I also have Git account, but
Okay.
don't really have anything in it.
Okay. Then you have in Git as well in your system.
I have Git.
Okay, then I will tell you that how to make a push over there.
I have the Git desktop client on my
Mhm.
Mac.
I will be letting you know how to do it CLI that way.
Okay. Now, CLI, I just know a few commands, but not more, like clone and there's some other, not too many, just like one or two probably.
Okay, I will let you know how to make a push. All that commands I will. There are some few commands only, and like you're good to go to make a push on GitHub repository.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Yeah. So let's get bit some more ideas about Python. Then we will start with our things.
Okay.
Over here, Python is what? It is interpreted language. We learned why interpreted, because it's installer, the translator that we are using, that is interpreter. Even that python.org, which I was saying to install the software, that is the interpreter only which we install at that moment. And high level, this also we discussed that the code we will be writing in human understandable English language. That is why it is high level. And then coming further is object oriented, for which also Python is very popular because it's completely on the concept of OOPS line, object oriented programming system. So what is OOPS? I will give you a small analogy. Let's say a new headset, a new mobile phone is to be launched by Apple, okay, a new iPhone, or any other company, you can take Samsung or something. What do they do is, if a new model is going to come, the team might be brainstorming the look of that phone, the functionalities, which operating system they are going to use, which screen, uh, it will be a Gorilla screen, AMOLED screen, which version of operating system it will be having, what are the sensors it will be having, correct?
Right.
After that only they will send that details for production to the manufacturing unit, and they will manufacture the mobile phones for us of same type. So here what it is, that theory of that phone, that how much inches screen will be there, which camera is going to be there, which operating system, what are the sensors. That theoretical aspect is known as the class. Class is like a category, and that real thing existence which comes, that product, that is our object, the real world entity.
Mhm.
So on this aspect, so that we make our programs more close to the in actual real world things, that's why this OOPS concept paradigm came into the picture, and we write the programs in this manner, which later we are going to discuss. Another analogy, if you want, we can take it as humans. We all are humans. Then further in humans, there are two categories, men and women, because all the men and women are same in corresponding to what things they do, what features they adapt, all that. And all
Zero
the
and one.
yeah, all of us are humans. We have like two eyes, one nose, two ears, hands. We think, sleep, eat, all that things. It's like a basic thing that everyone does. So that things that everyone does, that is like a class. That this particular class of humans will be like this, and the objects, that real thing objects happen, like me, you, others. We all are objects of that human class. These are the ways of how object-oriented programming works over there, so that we can make our programs more how real-world things exist. For that, object-oriented came into the picture. Further, procedural is like using functions, means step by step. If we are making anything or we are performing the thing, that is our procedural language. So these procedural, object-oriented, these all are different paradigms. Paradigms mean way of writing the code that is available to us. And if we talk about why are we using Python, because it is very easy to write. The codes are way less in comparison to C, C++, or Java. There is nothing like fancy terms you need to install or need to do. It's like directly just write it down. There are many inbuilt modules and functions which makes your life much more easier to work with. Like for small functions in C or C++, you have to write your own logics, but that's not the case with Python. And definitely the task that we can do, like printing just simple hello world just in one line in Python, but in other languages it requires 4 to 5 lines. That's how way concised, and it's very simplest language to write out. It's cross-platform, means you are on Mac, Windows, Linux. On each platform you can simply run the same code very easily. And it's open source, means no license issues, freely available on GitHub. Even you can contribute over there to the original source code. There are a lot more things even in cloud, ML, web development. If you want to do scrapping, automation, automating, so many scripts are written in Python. So there are a lot more tasks that can be achieved over here. And it's like there is no company or no organization that might not use Python in one form or another. This language is indeed being used over here. And if we talk, he's the Dutch developer, the father, the creator of the language, Guido van Rossum. And just the thing is, its logo is on snakes, but in actual it was named after a comedy series. So it's not a snake, not named after a snake. Okay. Further, there are a lot more ones that are used. So this was just bit theoretical aspects that are over. And now it's time to write some code. For writing the things in Visual Studio Code, now, the thing is, I will share my VS Code, and for that on my desktop, I am creating a folder in which all the codes will be written.
Okay.
Or even from here, you can say file. Yeah, one more thing before that, if you don't have, once you can check that. In this now, extensions, just click write Python. And there might be one IntelliSense by Microsoft, this one, Python IntelliSense. Just make sure that it's installed in your system.
I think I had installed, but I'm not sure. How can I check if I have it or not?
Just go to this extensions in your VS Code and type Python and just check it down. If the button uninstall is coming, it means it's installed.
Hmm. Okay, so where do I check?
Here, this
Okay,
extensions is there now over here.
what do I type?
Python.
Okay, and then there are too many Pythons showing here.
The one in which Microsoft is written, Intelligence by Microsoft.
Right. Yeah, it's installed.
Okay, great. And another extension which will help you a lot, you can install is Bracket Pair Colorizer. It's by 𝐿𝐶oinReds.
Bracket
Pair
pair.
Colorizer.
What does this one do?
Later when we will be using some brackets, and it gives a good coloring options, which helps a lot while debugging.
Okay. Anything else here?
Another one that you can keep as installation is Prettier. It just formats the code. This one.
Okay, Prettier. Where is you? Okay.
So far, that's it. It's like there's a lot more plugins that
Right.
one can explore and install over here.
Right.
So now, see, even that Git comes inbuilt. Our source control that comes over here, and it just synchronizes the stuff with our VS Code. So now, how are we going to create one folder is either you can use drag and drop or just come over here and I will say open a folder on my desktop. Yet I haven't created one for you. So I will say new folder. And the name I will be providing is Asim Python over here, which all the codes will be there.
Okay. But how do I set up?
In the same manner?
Now, how do you set up your Git with Visual Code?
Either you can create first of a folder on a desktop and then do like drag that folder and open it in VS Code. I will show you how. If I don't know in this screen sharing, it's visible or not. Like this. Now I guess it will be visible. My desktop is visible, not to you.
Yes, it is.
If I say there is a here it is. See, from here, drag it in your VS Code and drop it. It will open that particular folder.
But I already have a Git folder in my downloads section of a Mac, because whenever I have to sync, and it syncs through that, what do you call this?
Not Git, a normal folder in which all the code files we are going to write.
I was thinking you're talking about Git. That's what I was asking, that how you merge it with the...
That it merges automatically because I am having Git in my soft system, so it merges automatically.
And how do I enable in mine?
It will, I will tell you some commands that you have to give on a terminal, and after that it will automatically get to know that Git is there.
Okay.
Yeah, but that in a bit I will let you do that commands.
Okay.
That for that we have to initialize the repository first. Then only it will get to know that there is a Git.
Okay.
So this is the one, and over here there is this new folder and this new file. So if I want one new folder to be created, I will click on the new folder. I will say 01 basics.
Mhm.
Now in this 01 basics, I want to create a file. So I will first of all check that arrow should be down. Then only in 01 basics, a file is going to be created. So I will click on new file and let's say I'm saying hello.py. Py is extension of Python.
Okay.
See, a Python, that logo has also appeared to write the Python code.
Right.
Now, as is a traditional, or you can say legacy, to always start a programming language from hello world. So we are also going to same. I will say Python, sorry, print, all in lowercase. Just remember Python is case sensitive language. So we have to keep care of uppercasing as well as the lowercase.
Okay.
Then we will be giving double quotes. Anything written in double quotes or single quotes is a string. We will say hello world like this. Okay. And one thing to notice in VS Code is this bubble you are able to see now, dot.
Right.
It meant that your file is not saved. You have to then save the file. Once it's saved, that circle disappears.
Okay.
And now we have to execute this code. But
Okay.
before that, just check that on your top bottom left, there must be this. Your interpreter must be recognized. Okay, this
Why not
one.
we do this? Why not we do this?
What?
I share my screen with you,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then you tell me what I have to do, and I do it practically with you. So
Mhm.
this way I have hands-on because you already know these languages and these different ways to do it. But since I don't know any of that, what you will tell me, I will follow that, and then I can do it like that.
Uh, you are on your Mac. You are watching it, or on your mobile phone.
No, I'm on Mac.
Okay, and there are two ways that can be done. Is if you want to do it the practice side by side along with me, or after the class you will be doing the practice.
Um, hmm,
Generally, students are like, if we are doing the things, I just teach it, I provide the codes and recordings, then they by themselves try the things.
the only thing is when I have trouble
Mm-hmm.
finding the time to attend a session with you, then how would I find the time to practice something that once I know to the point where I can just sit and practice on my own, then I
Mm-hmm.
have no problem. But if I
Okay.
have to first watch, then do it, that is very much like I am taking something from Udemy. And Udemy, I'm just taking like something, watching it and then practicing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's not going to help me in any way because when I'm with you like live,
Uh-huh.
then if I do something, that way I will be able to understand it more quicker than leaving and doing it on my own at my, I mean, I can do it when I find time from the Git repository, what you will leave there for me.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're with me, I would like to do something with you so that if I make a mistake or something I don't understand, I can ask you
Mm-hmm.
right away.
Okay, that seems fine. So you want me to do on your system by taking the remote control?
You can.
Okay, you share it your screen then.
Do you
Okay.
have it?
Yeah, I can see it. Wait, I will ask for a remote control. First, can You open that, you have made the folder.
Folder I have, but it had something else inside this
No,
other
not this.
file.
This you can create a brand new folder. Wait,
Brand new.
I will ask for a request to remote control also.
Okay. Oh, I have to go ahead. Load.
So
It's
rather
asking
than
me.
in downloads now,
No,
it's better if you create in your desktop. Okay. Later this can be done. Yeah. So this is the workspace. Now I am controlling, I guess I'm having, yeah. Okay. So this is our workspace, this top one.
okay.
Okay, you already installed much thing for cloud. That's great.
Yeah, because I have friends and who are doing well with AWS and Microsoft.
Mhm.
So sometimes when I talk to them and when they come over, we sit together and they kind of do a lot of things on the Mac. So I say, okay, you can install something else in there. So they install it. That's how I was able to get a lot of things. But most of the things I have no idea about how to do it because they tell me with the Terraform and the Docker and Kubernetes and AWS. So there are a lot of things that I don't understand. So I just leave it alone and wait for the time when I can learn them at a later time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So what we will do is over here, so far we don't have any folder. I will click here open folder. And what I will do is on desktop, I'm creating a folder over here. I guess it's fine.
No, I don't like creating on the desktop because it merges with the iCloud.
Then you tell where to create it. Okay. I'm just naming after your name. Okay. Now
Okay.
it's open. Yeah. So this is our workspace has been started, and over here, these are the two folders. I was talking about the icons, new folder and new file. So simply, if I do the downward arrow key, it means that I am inside this folder. I am talking Akshita Python class. And there I will create one folder 01 basics. Now I have to create a file inside 01 basics. So I will again give the downward arrow key. And then I'm writing downward means that now I'm inside this folder.
Okay.
Hello.py. .py is the extension and it is being done. Now further, it is the discovering at the lower bottom, just look over here.
If you update it, it's not going to take long. It will update quickly.
Let's do it that later. You could either sometimes it happens that you need a restart sometimes. So it's better than after the class.
Restart computer?
Sometimes, not always.
No, but Mac doesn't do it.
One second, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so coming here,
Mhm.
if you want to, then as I said, it's all case sensitive.
Okay.
So we have to keep care and see this thing now. It's like a small documentation that comes in VS Code that tells us that what to write and how to work with it. Normally, I'm doing hello world, and this bubble that I was talking about, it's the one that I haven't saved the things over here yet. So
Which bubble?
this on the top, this part here.
Okay.
So as I have to do Control S and then Command S for you, it will be this. Can you press it over there? Command S.
Control.
Yeah,
do I
in
press?
Mac it is Command and S. Yeah. So with
Okay.
this, it gets our thing saved, and now we have to execute it. So how are we going to execute this? We need that terminal.
Mhm.
VS Code provides inbuilt terminal. For that,
Right.
press Command and the tilde key. Tilde key is the key just below your escape key.
I did.
It didn't came.
It
I
must-
pressed
yeah,
now. Okay.
because you have the control.
Maybe like for you it will be command and that okay key. Squiggly line it is not the tilde key. Now
No, what is it for me?
wait, I will type on the chat. It's like this one. Wait. Mm, It will be this. This squiggly line key is there now. This one.
Yeah, but I pressed that and didn't work.
Maybe because it might be sometimes that remote control is there. That's why it might not work.
No, I doubt. I think it will be here in somewhere in the Visual Studio. If you see here, or where does it say run?
Go to terminal here. To this terminal here. See.
1 second, I'm just closing this. Okay,
For new
this
terminal,
one,
see what they are saying. See, this is the key they are asking.
this key?
Yeah, I guess the shortcut is different in your system.
Yeah, it's a control. In Mac, this key means control, and then this one is the shift key,
And
and
that
then
tilde.
this.
This is same key that I told.
No, this is not tilde. It's something else you
No,
call
no.
it.
If with shift key you press this same key, it will become like a tilde over there. If I tell you, try it out.
Okay. Okay. Because here the tilde key is, so what's the shift?
Yeah. Now you I will see so many different terminals have been created.
Yeah, because
So like that.
what happened is that control,
Mm-hmm.
shift, and tilde key, that gives me a new terminal, not the
Okay.
command key.
Okay. For you also, then it's because sometimes in Mac now earlier command key used to work.
Yeah, nowadays I don't know if something changed with the Visual Code or
Maybe with the
Mac.
latest versions, they might have changed the shortcuts. Yeah.
Right.
So now we have to execute it, but we are in Akshita Python class. We have to go in 01 basics. So I will say CD in 01 basics. And now I have this file. So how to execute is I have to say Python because it is a Python file.
Right.
And then 00. I just hit tab to autocomplete and then hit enter. So here's our execution that taking the picture.
Phone is ringing.
Yeah.
Somebody's looking for you.
Okay, yeah. So this is how it's going to execute our commands. Okay.
You turned your phone off?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how it's going to work.
By turning the phone off?
Yeah, with that as well.
Okay.
So let me know that you want to continue later. Like I guess it's Friday and you must be a bit tired as well.
No, I'm not tired.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me confirm that one more class was there. Are they taking it or not? Else
Who's
I don't
taking it?
means I also have to take my students are there or not to joining. So once I need
Hmm.
to confirm the timings, otherwise then we can continue.
Okay.
If you want na, just below it you can also type and print something else and just execute it by yourself meanwhile.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Nice. Did you see Akshita?
Yeah, I can see that. That's great. You are applying them. Good.
Yeah. I had seen this written somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and I just remembered what was written and I followed that and it worked.
That's
I
great.
didn't know I didn't know how to they do it print. So in the bottom here it says something about the print. See here, but it says did
That's
you
great.
mean yeah, so I learned it from here and applied it here.
It's great if you learn from the errors because that are the best teachers who can teach with the errors, and next time it automatically feeds in our mind.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so good to have it over
This is
there.
a reason why I was asking you to come on the my
Mm-hmm.
machine and then show me how you do it so I can do it along with you.
Okay, that's also fine because I just need to type, so it's better. I will be taking the remote control, and in your system, we can then continue.
Exactly.
That sounds cool. So you let me know the once now, please let the Satish know the timing with the institute that with this timings you are available. Okay. Then he will, this was a sort of demo
Who
type
should
of
I
thing.
tell? Who should I
Uh,
tell?
with whom you are in, who gave you the
Latasha?
meeting link? Meeting link was given by whom?
Latasha, I believe.
Once you need to confirm her, and then he will arrange the classes for the longer hours.
For the long hours.
Yep.
Okay, I mean that's fine. If you want to give first, let me like set up the timing so I can tell them that Akshita is available in this time. I had already discussed with her. So now you tell me what times, like tomorrow, which will be evening for you. What
Like,
time can we have the class?
That's fine that he shared with me either 10:30 a.m. because it will be 9 p.m. for me and that will be workable.
Yeah, 9 p.m. for you.
Yep.
Okay, so 9 p.m. for you for this weekend and the next weekend.
Correct. Yeah.
And then going forward.
Okay. Ashwin, for that, can you do like that? That on Saturday you can have one morning and one at evening.
One morning and one evening.
Like, because for Sunday it will be my morning time. Just for this week.
So you want to do one tomorrow morning and one in the evening?
Yep.
Okay. So what time? 10:30 of mine is 9 for you.
9 p.m. And if I say my 9 a.m., what it will be for you?
9 a.m. for you. I have to check. I have this app, Time Buddy. That's where I check. You said 9 for you?
Yeah, or it can be like 8 a.m. as well or 7:30 a.m.
No, that will be because on usually on the weekend I wake up late, so that's why I don't want to.
It will be 8 a.m. for me, but it will be like Saturday night time for you, because I just remembered on Sunday night I have to go somewhere.
Sunday night or morning?
Night. So that's why I want to take Sunday morning class. That will be Saturday night for you.
Let's see. Okay, so why not you come the same time as today, right?
Okay. If it's workable for you, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're one in the morning
Yeah.
and one in the evening for tomorrow, right?
Yes. And Sunday will be free this weekend for you.
Free for me. Okay.
Yeah, because it will be.
Otherwise, if you have like any change in the plans, then you can give me tomorrow, Saturday, one morning, one evening, and one. If you have like time on Sunday, then you can give me the fourth one on Sunday as well. I don't know, I mean, how your plans are, but I'm just saying that if you
It's
have.
simply, it's like, see, it's okay for that. That's like that I need to check, because over here Monday will start, and if it's workable, then we can have on that day.
No. Monday will start, but when morning of Sunday will be here, it will be Sunday evening for you, right?
Yeah, that's why at Sunday evening I'm not available.
Okay, that's what I was saying. But if you, I also don't want to commit for Sunday evening of mine when it'll be Monday morning for you, because then the next day I have work, so I sleep around like 9:30 p.m. and I don't do anything after that. So that's why. Like today, Friday is like I don't have work tomorrow, so I can do it. Saturday, I don't have work on Sunday, so I can do it. Sunday, I have work on Monday, so I cannot do it on Sunday evening.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So we will be having one Saturday morning and Saturday evening.
Yeah. And
Okay.
one you can have, on Friday evening is if you want to for the next week.
Okay, that's also workable that we can discuss.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, if you want to do like 4 classes for the next week, one for Friday evening, one for Saturday morning, one for Saturday evening, one for Sunday morning, and that'll be 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So I'll tell this to the person who scheduled this demo session,
Yep.
and then we
And
take it.
yeah, from that we can take it and then it will be workable. Even if you see the chat, I have shared something and then we can have direct also conversation. Okay.
Where did you
And
share?
this codes now, I will let you know how to share them and that will be working.
No, right now
What-
there are no like real big codes. When
Yeah.
we start actually the coding,
Then we will,
that's when.
yeah, that I will telling you how to
Yeah.
push them on paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's
Thank
you do it, then we will start it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. See you then tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Oh.